So I'm sure that you guys already know what's going on with Destiny, and it's not looking good. This isn't something that you can send Destiny to a table and have him put his head down. This is potentially career ending. He ended up sending a couple of explicit images to a person. At least that's what's being alleged. There is a bit of evidence, such as text messages. There is Pixie, who wants to sue Destiny, and I find that unbelievable. Because for any OG Destiny viewer, you will know that Pixie has been there for a long time. And for them to have this fallout is almost unbelievable. I always saw Pixie as like a mini Destiny or a gender swapped Destiny, you know, but no, they're having that fallout and it's unbelievable. So to provide a bit of context, just in case you guys don't know what's going on with Destiny, he was talking with some 19-year-old. He was sending explicit images without consent. And of course, some of these images were of other women that he was with intimately. And he shared those explicit images without their consent. And some of them didn't even know that they were recorded. So he shared these images and somehow they got leaked. And of course, a YouTuber or a content creator by the name of President Sunday, he ended up revealing the entire ordeal. Now, I don't know for sure if it was him. I'm sure that someone else had already revealed it, but he picked it up and he was the first one, at least from what I can trace, the first one to talk about this. And I believe that was 2 months ago. And since then, Destiny has been attempting to keep the matter under control. And for some reason, it just so happens to keep slipping out of his grasp. And since then, his friends have just been turning on him, for obvious reasons. And the reason why I want to cover this is because I believe this is a cautionary tale of what happens when you set really high standards for yourself. And that goes for every other content creator out there that tries to stand above this moral high ground and tries to always call out people when they are flawed themselves. And I believe that Destiny is one of those people that's highly flawed, but still likes to call out people like Hassan, likes to call out all sorts of people, really. Even Asmongold, who apparently is his new target, like he loves calling out Asmongold.
It is the most powerful media tool probably in the world right now. And somehow the way that you're grading its viability is about how much somebody would buy it for.
Yeah. Oh God, he's actually so fucking stupid. Holy shit, he's a retard.
I respect Destiny a lot.
But not only call out Asmongold, he also wants Asmongold to adopt his principles and his beliefs. Recently, there was a controversy with Elon Musk and Asmongold, and according to Asmongold, Destiny wanted him to go all in.
Destiny's really butthurt about you not cooking Elon.
I like Destiny, but I feel like he's been a little bit extreme after the election.
I've been seeing a little bit more unhinged stuff.
You know, more aggressive. But anyway, I don't want to go and make a, you know, like evaluations on what somebody's thinking or feeling or anything like that. But yeah, that's the way I feel about it.
Exactly. Like, why does everything have to be like a targeted hit? You don't have to like go all in on somebody. Just correct the misinformation or whatever you want to correct and just move on. It's not a big deal. But to Destiny, it's a huge deal, you know, and I get it. That's his beliefs and that's what he operates on. But now when you do that, you tend to elevate yourself to a really high standard. And so now people hold you up to that standard, which now brings us to a Pixie situation. I was watching Tom Dark's video and he highlighted a comment that I truly agree with. And I want to go ahead and highlight it now so you guys can see what the comment is.
And one other person says something that I think is very true. They say, unfortunately for you, you've cultivated an audience that holds you to a much higher standard than the audience of those you typically criticize. Which is definitely true because, you know, DGG, Destiny's community that he's had for a long time, is not supportive of this. They're not happy with the way that this is going.
Yeah, exactly. I'm extremely disappointed in Destiny. How did you lack the foresight? You know, but that's not even my point. My point is that, like, dude, you stand on this moral high ground, or you stand on this position where you always got to call people out for their actions. But look at you. What the is this? So when you commit a mistake like this, and then you try to attribute that to, oh, well, you know, human error, we all make mistakes. No. Oftentimes, whenever other people make mistakes like that, you're on that. And then you like to, like, there are times too in his streams where he'll say, oh, you know, I make less mistakes than Hassan does. Okay, well, that's another standard that I'm going to hold you to now. So when you're going to sit there and say, oh, well, you know, it's human error, like we all make mistakes. What will happen to, you make less mistakes? And I haven't seen Destiny argue this or even say anything remotely close to, oh, well, it's human error, like, it happens or mistakes happen. Like, I haven't heard him say that, but I want to make sure that I close that path for him, because I most certainly don't want to hear him say something remotely close to, oh, well, accidents happen, mistakes, we're human, mistakes happen. I don't want to hear that shit, dude. That's why when he would call out Asmongold, Hassan, or anybody else on their behavior, I would never take him serious. As a matter of fact, that was actually one of the reasons why I stopped watching Destiny long ago. I stopped watching him about 2 months ago. It's not really that long, but I stopped watching him 2 months ago because he just kept uploading videos on Hassan. And I was thinking to myself, my dude, like, you're not perfect. Like, why do you keep making videos on Hassan? I understand that he's doing it because he wants to call out the misinformation, but you know that you don't have to sit there trying to analyze a person's character. All you got to do is just correct the misinformation. But instead, what does Destiny do? He hate watches Hassan, he uploads it, and this is a very consistent formula for his channel. If you were to open up Microsoft Word and you were to single space every single sentence and type up every single word from every single video ever produced about Hassan, you would have a biography this thick. If you were to order that biography on Amazon, it would be so heavy that the delivery worker would have to deliver it to you on a dolly. I know this is kind of a nitpick, but holy crap, was it cringe anytime he would attempt to psychoanalyze Hassan. When I would hear him do that, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, dude. Like, dude, this guy wants to be Death Note so bad. You know how 13-year-olds, they watch an anime, and then this anime, they have like this character who's super philosophical, super intelligent, plot armor like crazy, and they want to emulate that? That's Destiny, but with Death Note. He wants to be both L and Light. And when he started method acting, he could not get out of those characters, and he got stuck thinking that he was L and Light. And there's another thing that I do want to go ahead and talk about as well, where I was thinking to myself, like, come on, Destiny, really? I think that he's only doing this because, he doesn't want to incriminate himself since he's going to be taken to court. So I would assume that's the reason why he tried to like get around it or try to play around the words. But I want to go ahead and showcase to you guys this message from Tom Dark, and then I'm going to go ahead and provide more context to it.
Third parties communicated that the point of any financial compensation would be to punish me. That language was incredibly frustrating to hear secondhand. I had already shown a willingness to make things right as best I could. I had spent time talking to a mutual friend of ours with the intent to help address concerns with her mental health and suicidal thoughts, the sincerity of which I genuinely believed. I was objectively harmed by this situation and was actively seeking to find a resolution that worked well for everyone. I'm not sure where Pixie got the idea that she needed to financially punish me. In this text message, Pixie reiterates that she doesn't want criminal penalties for me, just big financial ones. Some of my most personal messages have gone out to the world because of what happened, including multiple incredibly explicit videos of me, many of which have been forwarded to family members and colleagues. Information has come out which has irrevocably damaged my personal relationships. This saga has been a nightmare for all parties involved.
Now, it sounds like to me that Destiny is saying, I don't understand why is it that Pixie wants to punish me financially if we've all been affected by this. He also said, and I'm paraphrasing, that he was objectively harmed by this whole situation as well and was actively looking for a resolution. But the problem is that this is not objective. This is not an objective matter. This is a subjective matter. Pixie, the way she feels about this is she feels completely betrayed. And yes, you were affected by it as well. However, you were able to consent to giving your explicit material to other people. She didn't consent. So of course she's going to subjectively feel incredibly betrayed and incredibly upset about this. So do I think that this is going to end Destiny's career? I really don't think so. I think that this is probably just going to be another hiccup because he's been in multiple controversies. And honestly, I think he's just going to continue moving forward, honestly. Because if he stops now, then yeah, it'll be the end of Destiny. But if he continues to move forward, you know how people are. People are just going to forget and they're just going to move forward. He also said that he's going to stop making drama content, which, my dude, you should have been stopped making drama content. I mean, it's good. It's good every now and then to talk about it, but I'm not there for your drama, dude. I'm there because I want to learn. I want to find something interesting, something that you say interesting that I can research for myself. But hey, man, like, you want to get out of drama content all late when people don't want to watch you anymore, because I personally don't really watch Destiny like that anymore, because I'm over it, man. I got my own content that I want to create, and of course other stuff that I want to explore. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. That's really all I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys next video.